Welcome, my people. It is good that you have come. Do the Cherokee come in peace?
Oh yes, we do, great haste amigo.
Do the Muskogee come in peace?
Oh yes, we do, great haste amigo.
Do the Shawnee come in peace?
Oh yes, we do, great haste amigo.
Will the tribal Mikos join me for a powwow and place your symbols on the sacred tribal shield? Return to your tribes in peace. You came on Monday in the great yellow school buses, and you were asked to become wise, braves, and maidens. I will now call on Miko Megan, leader of the Tribal Council, to see how you have done this week.
You came on Monday and were asked to become wise, braves, and maidens and participate in all of our camping activities. This you have done well. It would not have been possible without the help of your agents, leaders, team leaders, volunteers, and program assistants. Cherokees, will you please recognize your leadership for the week?
Oh yes, I will, great head amigo. The Cherokee has had an awesome orange and black loving, moon and star shooting, smoothie making, and cool loving kind of week. But it would not have been possible without the help of our outstanding UGA extension staff and our adult and teen leaders. But it especially would not have been possible without the guidance of our incredible area supervisors, Mr. Nathan Easton and Miss Sarah Surser. Will the Muskogees and the Shawnees join me in giving them a great big howl as Nico Haley bestows waffle?
Muskogees, will you please recognize your leadership for the week?
Oh yes, I will, great head Nico. The Muskogees have had an awesome red, yellow, and black week, flame and air throwing kind of week. But it would not have been possible without the help of our teen and adult leaders. And it especially would not have been possible without our area supervisors, Miss Donna Stewart and Miss Cindy Sheriff. Will the Shawnees and the Cherokees please join me in giving them a great big howl as Mika Rachel bestows waffle?
Shawnees, will you please recognize your leadership for the week?
Yes, I will, great head Nico. The Shawnees have had an awesome red, white, and blue bleeding, lightning bolt throwing kind of week. But especially would not have been possible without our amazing adult and teen leader. But especially would not have been possible without our amazing area supervisors, Miss Allison Perkins and Miss Elizabeth Conway. Will the Muskogees and the Cherokees join me in giving them a great big howl as Nico Sarah bestows waffle?
This week of camp would also have not been possible without our lead agent for the week, Miss Trish West. Will everyone join me in giving Miss Trish West a great big howl as Nico Elise bestows wampum? You came on Monday and were asked to cooperate in many different areas. Cleanliness was one of these. I now call on Mika and Megan to announce the Skyberg recipients for the week.
The Skybird is awarded to those cabins who have received all green stars throughout their week of camp. Will the agents, team leaders, campers, and counselors please stand as their cabin is called? In Cherokee Land, Cabin 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Will the Muskogees and the Shawnees please join me in giving them a great big howl? Howl. In Muskogee land, cabins 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. Will the Cherokees and the Shawnees please join me in giving the Muskogees a great big howl? Howl. In Shawnee land, cabins 42, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. Will the Cherokees and the Muskogees please join me in giving the Shawnees a great big howl? Howl. Please return the Skybird.
As I walked around the nation, I heard heap much loud yelling and heap much beautiful singing. Nico, Elise, will you see if the Cherokees can sing?
Oh, yes, I will, great head Miko. Oh, Sam. Oh, most fantastic. Oh, most orange, black, and silver sparkling. Oh, most Chihuahua loving. Brussels sprout eating. My best friend in Cherokee land. Awesome sauce. Cherokee Miko. Miko, hey. Ah, cool. Oh, Thea. Almost gorgeous. Green, black, and silver bedazzling. Avocado eating. Critter crunching. Kitty cat loving. And my Miko. Miko Elise. Oh, walk with. Miko Elise. See my beautiful Cherokees. Cherokees, show Miko Elise how to pose. Oh, they're so cute. Capture that. We have had an outstanding week in Cherokee land, but I've also had a great time with Miko Rachel and Miko Sarah. Cherokees, what do you have to say to Miko Rachel and Miko Sarah? Say cheese. That's right, say cheese. And what do you have to say to your own Miko?
Will the Muskogees and the Shawnees join me in giving the Cherokees a great big howl? Nico, Megan, will you see if the Shawnees can sing?
Oh, yes, I will, my great head Miko. Bang on. No, say no. Almost beautiful. Almost red, white, and blue bleeding. Almost deep sleeping. Almost tan Gatorade ordering. Quidditch playing. Shawnee Miko. Miko Sarah. Ah, come on. Stay on. No, say no. Almost beautiful. Almost green, black, and silver sparkling. Sorry I sound like a fraud, but thanks for taking care of me. Tan Gatorade ordering. Love you so much. Water from Miko, Miko, Megan. Oh, what with? Miko, Megan, look at my Shawnee. Shawnee, what do you have to say to Miko, Megan? We appreciate you. Yeah. Well, we have been having a great time in Shawnee Land this week, but I've also been having a great time with Miko Rachel and Miko Haley. Shawnee, what do you have to say to Miko Rachel and Miko Haley? Soar a black eagle. What do you have to say to your own Miko? We are
Will the Cherokees and Muskogees join me in giving the Shawnees a great big house?
Timfunaita Ashi, almost beautiful, almost red, yellow, and black, sparkling, jelly bean eating, horseback riding, music writing. You could ask her about her new single, Muskogee Miko, Miko Rachel. Kumali. Timfunaita Ashi, almost beautiful, almost tan and blonde. I'm jealous. Almost. Whose camera is it anyway? Text it. Head instant Miko Megan. Walk away. Muskogee, look at me, Miko Megan. Take a picture of us. Now, we've had a great time in Muskogee Land, but we've also had a great week with Miko, Sarah, and Miko Haley. Muskogees, what do y'all have to say to Miko, Sarah, and Miko Haley? And what do you have to say to your own Miko? Pool time! Hey, Muskogees! Yeah! Hey, Muskogees! Yeah! Show us how to get down! No way! Show us how to get down! Okay! Everybody get down! Everybody get down! Hey, Muskogees! Yeah! Hey, Muskogees! Yeah! Show us how to get down! No way! Show us how to get down! Okay! Everybody get down! Everybody get down!
Will the Cherokees and the Shawnees join me in giving the Muskogees a great big house? Miko Nick, will you see if the Cherokees can yell?
Oh, yes, I will, a great head, Miko. Oh, sail! Almost electrifying! Archer Black Legion! Dr. Pepper loving! Salsa making! UGA going! Go dogs! Moon and Star throwing! Cherokee Miko, Miko Orion! Kumawa! Oh, sail! Almost awesome! Dr. Pepper sipping also. Grinch loving. Bedazzled sparkle. Bedazzled basketball. Gorge Hall loving. SNR Miko. Miko lit. Miko knit. Voila! Miko Nick. Look at my Cherokees. Hey, Cherokees. Show Miko Nick how to be a pirate. We've had a great week here in Cherokee Land. Well, I've also been having a great week with Miko Bailey and Miko Zach. Cherokee, what do you say to Miko Bailey and Miko Zach? And what do you say to your own Miko?
Will the Muskogees and the Shawnees join me in giving the Cherokees a great big house? Miko Cody, will you see if the Shawnees can yell?
Yes, I will, a great head, Miko. Beyond! Okay, no. Almost. Red, white, blue sparkle. Almost. Hot dog guzzler. Almost. Baseball. Basin ballin'. Almost. Hey, Miko, Zach. What's this? Johnny Miko. Miko, Zach. Come on. Beyond! Okay, no. Almost, I'm not sure if I like you anymore. So glad to be living the sweet life for the third summer in a row. Get it? It goes back to me so Cody. Ruby, black, and silver sparklet. Cat, Miko, Cody. Waka waka. Miko, Cody, look at my awesome Shawnees. Shawnees, what do you have to say to Miko, Cody? We've been having a great week in Shawneeland, but we've also been having a great time with Miko Bailey and Miko Ryan. Shawnees, what do you have to say to Miko Bailey and Miko Ryan? Eating. And what do you have to say to your own Miko?
Will the Cherokees and Muskogees join me in giving the Shawnees a great big house?
Almost beautiful, almost green, black, and silver sparkling. Almost rock man schmoozing. Almost. We love grilling and chilling, right? Almost wonderful. Head and sit, Miko. Miko, Megan. Oh, waka waka. Miko, Megan. Look at my awesome. Okay. Okay, what do you have to say to Miko, Megan? That's right. We grill and we chill. We had an awesome week here in Muskogeland. We had also had an awesome week with Miko, Ryan, and Miko Zach. What do you have to say to Miko, Ryan, and Miko Zach? Not trained. That's right. What do you have to say to your own Miko?
Will the Shawnees and the Cherokees join me in giving the Muskogees a great big house? As I walked around the nation, I saw heap much good sportsmanship. We will now bring the nation back together as the female Mikos lead us in the nation song. I now call on Nation Miko Charlie to light our council ring.
As the moons go down on our pageant grounds, cast your eyes upon the still water. Ishkite, keeper of the light and fire, approaches. Ishkite, keeper of the light and fire, bring the light of your flame to our council ring. And now, cast your eyes to the hill beyond the still waters. There lies the spirit of the great rock eagle. O spirit of the great rock eagle, are you well pleased with our week of camp? Spirit of the great rock eagle, send down your fire from heaven to light our council fire. As fuel is brought to a fire, and the flame and the smoke intertwine and rise to the heavens, so let our hearts intertwine one with another and rise to the heavens with the love of man for man and the love of man for God. It's now a quiet time in the nation.
Everything as it is, here and now, now and then, make stops along the way. The great birds, as they fly, stop in one place to make sure of their nest, and in others to rest from their wearisome flight. And so it is with man. As he moves on, he stops and tarries wherever he wishes. We Native Americans stopped on this great land to live from the bountiful riches of the earth. In the spring, we tend crops until the fall, when we reap our harvest. We live by the mighty sun at day and the friendly moon at night. The Great Spirit watches us as we care for our sick, prepare food, make pottery and clothing. Everything as it moves, here and now, now and then, make stops along the way. The great birds, as they fly, stop in one place to make sure of their nest, and in others to rest from their wearisome flight. And so it is with man. As he moves on, he stops and tarries wherever he wishes. We Native Americans stopped on this great land to live from the bountiful riches of the earth. In the spring, we tend crops until the fall, when we reap our harvest. We eat of the land, live of the land, are of the land. We live by the mighty sun of day and the friendly moon at night. The Great Spirit watches us as we care for our sick, prepare food, make pottery and clothing. We make tools with our hands to help with our labor. We see game with our eyes and listen to the wondrous sounds of earth's wilderness. Our strong braves leave us to fight for our land, while the women watch over the camps as the children learn the crafts of their parents. From Mother Earth to body we take food, and from body to earth we return as we sleep peacefully beneath the stars. The Great Spirit watches us, guides us, and keeps us all in one accord so that we may live together in peace. Our days are made full by a combination of many chores. Our hearts grow as one as we learn to grow together. Our hope for you is that you will be as strong as the Native Americans in your ability to live together. For when we depart, we shake hands and pat each other on the back, for the friendships of all mankind last from the darkest, earliest stages to the farthest sun of the future. Let us pray. Great Spirit, thank you for allowing us to share this week of camp together. Our hope is that you will bless the many friendships made here and hope that they have brought us closer to you. Please allow this week to remain in our memories forever. Amen.
And now it is time to tell the story of the Great Rock Eagle and how it came to be. Many questions have been asked. Who built it? Why was it built? Was it a burial crypt? Was it a treasure trove? Now it is time to learn the answer.
Long before the European explorers ever set foot on this continent, long before the Genoese visionaries ever dreamed of a new world beyond the sea, there dwelt in this area 3 great Indian tribes. They were the Cherokee, the Muskogee, and the Shawnee. The tribes were warlike and wasted their time and young manhood in bloodshed. This was so for many years, but one day the eldest and wisest of the tribal Micos invited the other tribal leaders to this place to form a great tribal council. Here she proposed they sit down together and hold a great powwow to decide if peace was better than war. At first, there was distrust because they had been enemies for many years. But finally, their war lances were planted, and they agreed to gather in a great powwow to discuss the proposition of peace rather than war. The powwow continued for many hours. Finally, it was agreed there would be peace, and that peace was better than war. A great nation was formed. They became as brothers. To ensure peace, 5 leaders remained behind to form the tribal council and keep watch over the new nation. Their color, green, and their symbol, a 4-leaf clover, represent the uniqueness of nature and the 4 directions of Mother Earth. Then the Micos returned to their tribes in peace. Peace reigned for many years. Each summer, it became the custom of the people to return to this place. And here they gathered in friendly rivalry. They learned many things, working and playing together. They loved to gather beside the still waters and make many objects of comfort and of necessity. They pounded corn, tanned skins, and strung beads. The Mikos loved to walk among their people and observe the many things they were doing. This was a time of great peace and happiness in the nation. In the nation, there dwelt a maiden. She was tall, lithe, and graceful as the mountain lilies swayed by the breath of morning. She often danced before the village fires to the enjoyment of all the people. In the background, she was often accompanied by the beautiful maidens of the nation. A tall, stalwart son of the nation saw the maiden one day. And loved her. Thereafter, he came often and watched her as she danced. At first, she was unaware she was being watched. But one day, she saw the braid. And thereafter, her dance was for him, and for him alone. One day, he approached her, and as they talked together, they discovered in each of their hearts there was a kindred love. Thereafter, they spent many happy hours together, walking, talking, and observing the beauties of nature. The maidens of the nation watched with great interest, for these two were favorites of theirs. As the two continued to spend time together, there was even talk of a wedding. But, unknown to these two children of nature, tragedy was near. A wandering Greek came by. He saw the maiden and also loved her. He challenged the brave. It seemed there would be bloodshed. The terrified maiden ran to get help as the two struggled. At the direction of Oleante, the two were separated. It was determined there would be a contest in 3 parts. The winner would have the hand of the maiden in marriage. The first part of the contest was the casting of the stones. The Greek was first. His was a mighty heave. The brave was next. Though, try as he might, he could not match the mighty strength of the creek. And the creek was the winner of the first part of the contest. The second part of the contest was a marathon run over miles of forests and mountains. As they left, the people wondered who would be the winner. If the brave was the winner, the contest was tied. If the creek was the winner, the contest was ended, and the hand of the maiden would go to the creek. They ran for hours and hours. The people waited and watched. Who would be the winner? As the nation watched, it seemed as though the brave was ahead, and then the creek. Finally, they appeared in the distance, and with a burst of speed, the brave was the winner. The contest was tied. The hopes of the nation soared. The two gathered before the great campfire for the last part of the contest, a test of strength and skill. They strove mightily. First one, then the other had the upper hand. Finally, with a burst of strength, the creek was thrown. The brave was the winner. The two lovers were reunited. Soon as the maidens had predicted, the people gathered at the council ring for the marriage ceremony. They knelt before the medicine man, and good medicine was bestowed. As the maidens performed the traditional marriage dance, they became as one. Thereafter, she was to be his moonlight, his sunlight, his starlight. Happiness reigned for many moons. But once more, unknown to these two children of nature, the bird of ill omen was hovering nearby. War clouds were gathering in the north. For the first time in many years, the sound of the war dance was heard in the nation. The warrior approached the brave. He insisted the brave join him and march away to the north to repel the savage invaders. But the brave was a peaceful man and was reluctant to leave his bride. At first, he refused, but the warrior was insistent, and finally, though reluctant, the brave agreed. He bade a fond farewell to his maiden, and joined the braves as they marched away. The maidens returned to their tribes in great sorrow, for each was seeing a beloved brave depart. Dragged into months, and the maiden came often to this lovely grove where she and the brave had spent so many happy hours together. Here she was often joined by her sister, who was a favorite in the nation. Here they danced together to relieve the awful loneliness that dwelt in each of their hearts. here, as they danced, that tragedy struck. A giant eagle appeared in the sky. The terrified maidens tried to escape. But the eagle swooped down time after time, and try as they might, they could not escape the great bird. They continued to run from side to side, trying to escape. But soon they tired. Finally, the eagle, poised high in the sky, circled about, swooped down, killed the maiden, and carried her away. Her terrified sister, the only witness to the tragedy, carried the news to Oleante at the shield. Soon the people were summoned. The nation gathered once again. They came together and learned what had happened. The maidens gathered at the council ring, and as they knelt together in the great half moon, the chant of the funeral dirge was heard in the nation. Days later, the warriors appeared, victorious in battle. The brave had become a mighty warrior, as attested by the many coup feathers in his headdress. He was eager to be reunited with his bride, but as he approached, the chant of the funeral dirge struck terror into his heart. He dashed into the circle of chanters and learned the awful truth. With a shriek of agony, he jumped to his feet, wildly flung an arrow into the sky, and vowed he would leave and never return until he had killed the giant eagle. In the savage battle, the coup feathers he earned were many. His headdress was a cherished possession. He placed his headdress in the hands of the maiden's sister and vowed he would never reclaim it until he brought back the dead body of the eagle. Realizing his journey would be long and the battle would be difficult, he sought good medicine from the medicine man. Thus fortified, he bade farewell to the warriors, with whom he had gone through so much, and marched away. The people of the nation experienced another great sorrow. Realizing he would be gone for a long time, they returned to their separate villages in despair. After many months of searching, the brave found the nest of the giant eagle on top of Stone Mountain, and therein the bones of his bride. He hid and waited for the eagle. Soon it appeared in the sky, and as it settled upon its nest, he attacked There is a savage battle. At first, it seemed the great strength of the eagle would be too much. But finally, with a stroke of his knife, the eagle was killed. Although sorely wounded himself, he strapped the dead body of the eagle on his back and began the long journey homeward. Meanwhile, hoping for news of the brave in his mission, the people returned. When they learned the brave had not returned, they were troubled and feared for his life. They gathered in the half moon around the council ring, and once again, the chant of the funeral dirge was heard in the nation. Days later, the brave appeared, weary in body and with a broken heart. He had fulfilled his vow to avenge the death of his bride, and he cast down the body of the eagle before the council fire. As he turned to reclaim his headdress, he fell dead before the fires of his homeland. The sister confirmed his death and carried the message to Oleante. This was the final tragedy of the nation, and the bravest of the warriors were summoned. As the maidens watched in horror, they dragged away the body of the hated bird and prepared the body of the brave for burial. The sister placed the cherished headdress on the breast of the brave. As the braves danced the ceremonial dance of death, the warrior, the chanter, told the exploits of this daring warrior lover. He told how he had seen the maiden and loved her, and how they met and discovered their love for one another. He told how he withstood the challenge of the creek. He told of the happiness of the nation as the two were united in marriage. He told of the great war to the north and how the brave, a peaceful man, was reluctant to leave his bride, but how he joined the warriors of his nation and marched away. He told of the sorrow of the maiden and how she and her sister had danced together on the day she was killed by a mighty eagle and carried away. He told of the victory of the brave in the savage battle and of the many coup feathers he had earned. He told of the terrible journey to bring back the dead body of the eagle and how he had accomplished this, only to fall dead before the council fire of his homeland. He told of the great sorrow of the nation. The body of the brave was hoisted to the shoulders of the mightiest of the warriors and carried away. As all the people of the nation followed in deep sorrow, they scattered to the four winds. As they left, there was no thought of returning to this place, which had meant so much to them, but now only evoked memories of sorrow and sadness. There was a great silence in the nation. At the end of the first summer, when the people had not returned, Oleante, the keeper of the shield, realized something must be done to reunite the nation. As he walked and thought, one day he discovered a large white quartz stone laying near the great council fire. He remembered how the people had loved to work together and build things. He also remembered the wisdom of the Nikos in forming this great nation which had meant so much to his people. So he summoned the Nikos and asked that they come and help him solve this problem. Soon they came. When they heard his plan, the Nikos realized that this was good. They agreed to convince their people that this should be done. So, they returned to their villages, determined to bring back the elements of a great monument. As Oleante had predicted, soon they came, bearing the white quartz stones. They were placed lovingly in memory of the brave and his maiden at the direction of Oleante. The distances were long and the stones were heavy, but they continued year after year, stone upon stone upon stone. The monument grew. Finally, the great monument was almost complete. And as the last stones clicked into place, Oleante placed the inspiration stone on the heart of the monument. They had erected a giant rock eagle in memory of this daring warrior, lover. And it is said that on a night such as this, if you cast your eyes past the rays of the council fire across the still waters, you can often see the brave and maiden paddle slowly by. They are united at last. This, then, is the legend of the great rock eagle and how it came to be.
I'd like to ask that the counselors come back out and join me on the pageant grounds. Have y'all had fun with these counselors this week? Well, as these counselors come back out, I'm going to tell you a story. I like to tell stories, and here's a story about these counselors. It was not too many years ago that these counselors were sitting right where you're sitting. They were here at the pageant on a Thursday night, and many of them will tell you that it was when they were sitting that last night of camp at the pageant that they decided they wanted to be a 4-H camp counselor one day, either here at Lockheed or at one of our other 4-H centers here in Georgia. But they knew that if they wanted to make that dream happen, what they really needed to do was to stay involved in 4-H. Now, I don't know to what extent you're involved in 4-H. You may be very involved and have done a lot of activities. You may be just figuring out what 4-H is all about. But I can promise you, you want to stay involved. You'll get to go to so many different places, make so many new friends, learn so many new things if you'll just choose to stay involved in 4-H. And if you want to, there's a very good chance that one day you could be a 4-H camp counselor and you could be standing up here on the pageant grounds on a Thursday night, having performed the pageant for a group of campers. So, stay at 4-H and let's see what happens. Not only do we have this current group of counselors with us tonight, on Thursday nights we always have a number of former counselors who come back and join us for the pageant. It's just a way for them to remember the good times they had as counselors and the good times they had performing the pageant themselves. So I will invite any former counselors who are with us, if you would want to come down right now. I don't have my book with me, so I'm just going to have to depend on the counselors to feed me the names, and if I can see you, I'll call your name. But any former counselors who are with us, if you want to head down this way, I know we have Ted and Jerry Jenkins, Diana Beckett is here, Randy Crump was here, Nathan Easton's here, Ken Jones is here, Stacy Worst is here, Allison Barnes, Hugh Slayton's here, Ricky Rivers is with us tonight. Who else? Maggie Williams, Carol Gaines, Garrett Hibbs, Tyler Gaines. Who else? Did I miss any names? Jeffrey Tomlin was here this week as a leader. Who else? Casey Rogers, Corey Smith. Yeah, Rachel Harvey. Yeah, got Ricky. Anybody else? If I didn't see or hear your name, I'm sorry if I missed you. So y'all can tell how special pageant night is by the number of former counselors that have come to be with you tonight for pageant. At the end of pageant, or near the end of pageant for many years, these counselors have sung a song that says something about how they feel about this special place that we call Rock Eagle. And they will sing the song for you now. Thank you. And now, bring forth the 4-H emblem. Sam brings forth the 4-H emblem. This is why we're here. Again, we hope you'll choose to stay involved in 4-H. The last thing that we're going to do before we go back to our cabins is we're going to say the 4-H pledge together. And I have invited, if you remember, when we did our special yell, 4-H Grows Us, at the beginning, earlier in the pageant, I told you that it was for a very special event that's going to be held later this summer. At that event, Mr. Ted and Miss Jerry Jenkins, who are with us tonight, are going to be recognized with the 4-H Lifetime Achievement Award for all they have done for Georgia 4-H. So since they are with us tonight, that's fine. You can give them a round of applause. Since they are with us tonight, I've asked Mr. Ted and Miss Jerry if they would lead us in the 4-H pledge to end our evening. So would everybody please stand for the 4-H pledge?
Join with Miss Gary and I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater